Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be playing some zombies, and this list is pretty interesting because there were some things I liked and didn't like about zombies I've been testing, but somebody else, and we featured them on the channel before, MTGDVD, added one thing, which I'm going to steal that idea because I think it's really cool. So let's talk about this deck list. So we've got some Diagraph Zombie. It's kind of the only real one-mana zombie we can play, so we're going with it. We are going to try Stab. It's a new card, give something -2/-2. Good quality, simple removal. Though I would argue that Stab could possibly still be cut down, but we'll see how things work out. Do have Go for the Throat, because we need some quality removal. Now, Zulashur is like the only good, I would say, 2-mana zombie. And that was the thing that held me up on this list. But it's really good, so you go ahead and play it. I don't know if we can get away with playing 3 of them. We'll see by the end of the video. I think we can. But we'll get into the other cards here. Death Baron, this was the main reason I wanted to start talking about zombies. This was reprinted in Foundations, and it gives every zombie Death Touch, which is huge, because now even your opponent's blocks are terrible, but everything gets +1/+1. We did get Midnight Reaper that happens to be a zombie, so when stuff dies, we get to draw cards. There's also Unstoppable Slasher. Happens to be a zombie. We know this card's good, because it's in damn near every mono black deck you see, right? And then we have Glissa Sunslayer that happens to be a zombie, and we have enough multi-lands to support this, so nothing crazy there. But here's the card that changed everything for me on this list. It's Ratadrabik of Urborg. I kind of just went, you know what, I'm just going to play green-black. But splashing already lets you fit this, and the card's actually really good, giving itself having ward, but giving everything vigilant, so now all that stuff with Death Touch, your opponent doesn't block, now they can't attack, which is great. And then in a couple of cases where some of our legends die, they get to come back as tokens. Speaking of legends, we do have Gissa the Hellraiser, and we didn't have a lot of things to target the opponent's stuff, but I added something here we'll talk about in a second that does help. We do have Big Glissa as well, which is some help against the control matchups. Of course, because we're playing zombies, we're going to play Liliana, the queen of zombies. And we have some Virtue of Persistence, which gives us a little bit of life gain in here too, which is pretty nice. And then in the land, I'm playing a couple of copies of Restless Cottage, because it does let us target the graveyards that could potentially trigger a Gissa in a pinch, and gets us a little bit of life gain in case we lost too much to the Midnight Reaper. Now, as always, y'all know the drill. Please watch as much of the video as you can, because the more you watch, the better it is for us on YouTube. Then at the end of the video, if you want to download this, we're going to have a link that takes you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where we host all of our deck lists, so you can try out everything on Arena too. And finally, if you want to pick up anything in Magic or for Magic, sleeves, dice, deck boxes, whatever, even singles, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5%. That's anything you put in your cart, so you get to save money and support the channel. All right, let's go get in and see if these undead hordes can run over the opponents. Yeah, we can't get rid of this, right? I mean, we could, but it'd be foolish. Yeah, this... Well, let's see what happens here. Not what we were looking for. Like, this is a temple, and it's not the Scryland, so this probably isn't a domain thing, but this could be some... Yeah, I was gonna say, it could be something in a weird space here. So now I'm not sure what to do. I mean, I guess we go ahead and just play Glissa, because if they are doing something with counters, they either need to kill Glissa here, or they're priced into just blocking Glissa forever. Because she'll just remove counters from things. Unless they have... what's the thing? The hexproof, get a counter, you know. That could be a problem. And a Lurker Bat. Okay, so they don't. That works out well for us. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this on Zombie. We're going to kill this. So the opponent basically has to block Glissa here. Doing this just in case they don't. I mean, and we get an extra point in. But, like, you kind of... I mean, I guess you don't have to block it, but you're going to take 4 points for no reason. Though, I say that. There is a chance I could have drawn a card or something and they would have got what they wanted. So maybe they were just playing the upside. But yeah, if you don't get rid of Glissa, you got to have multiple blockers and all kinds of stuff here. Glissa makes high rolling with the counters deck a bit difficult sometimes. Oh, was not expecting to see that in that list. Why is there a Sanctifier? Okay. We will... Attempt to kill this. Wait, I didn't get to respond? Oh, because I don't have the lands to do it. Gosh dang it. Prevent all damage from black or red sources. Well, that's tough. I wasn't even thinking about my lands. That's a goofball mistake on my part. Okay, we're not too worried about that. Smart. I mean, makes it harder for me to kill stuff, but Glissa's still a jerk face. Yep, have a point of life. I don't mind. I've seen almost too many decks playing Authority of the Consoles. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good card. It's a damn good card. But I feel like we've just seen too many people playing it. Alright, so now we do have a real decision. Do we take counters off the Botanical Brawler? It's going to end up with 4 next turn anyway, because I'll put 2 on the Sanctifier. Alright, I guess we still got to play the game, though, right? Plus, that's the only one that tramples and whatever, so... we got to figure out what this looks like. An untapped land becomes interesting, because then we could play Gissa and get some zombies, or some skeletons, I guess, technically. Yeah, if they're attacking, I'm assuming they have Surge of Salvation. We ain't blocking. Like, just straight up, we ain't blocking there. I just let you know. Alright, so we kind of have to give up our play a little bit. Whoa, Arena, we want to tap this and this and this and this. Dang, almost left us with no way to cast our stab. Can we not do this? Oh, because these are... oh, you're a human warlock. Oops, I wasn't thinking about it. I should have put one of those on humans somewhere along the way. That is a real problem, and Arena knows damn well what it's doing here. I'm the one that's in the wrong. Good call, Arena. I think we still do it. Reason being that Glissa still technically targets. So, I mean, if they have another Surge of Salvation, we're wrecked. I mean, since they're playing that and this main, it's not a happy time. Okay. That seems reasonable. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Well, now next turn just gets to be a big dumb attack. Because, I mean, we've got, like, and the creature lane can attack now, so, yeah. Just, everybody's going to get some. These have to be blocked by other things. Is there anything that card can be that's bad for us? I don't think so. Can I not? Oh, again, I can't attack with that. Oh, I'm just having one of those days. Yeah, we just get in there, I guess. Like, they block 2 of them, they take 4. Like, yeah, sure. Like, even if it is Surge of Salvation, I'm kind of like, alright. I don't know. Sounds great. What are you doing about the other 17 damage? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, Not what? That's how we're blocking? Okay. I mean, I don't think it mattered. I mean, it just says that last card doesn't mean anything, but sure. They do get a little bit of life here, but whatever. It doesn't even matter. Sure. We'll get that dude dead. Alright, cool. Yeah, I also forgot, because these are zombies, they still also have Death Touch from Death Baron. So the opponent had no good blocks there anyway. I was waiting for stuff to happen, but yeah, the upside was still really big for us. Even if there had been some type of sweeper, we still get to attack with Restless Cottage, so it's fine. We'll keep this. Okay, so many life gain decks right now. Almost to the point, like, I'm not even seeing as much mono red as I am just seeing variations of life gain. Like, take your pick, but there's so many different ones we're seeing right now. Yep, looked like Zulashur is about to take a bullet of some kind. Nope, they're playing a Skrelv Scythe here. Alright, and I guess we'll go with this and get 3 damage in there. If they killed Death Baron, we could replay Death Baron, so, I mean... Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the one you gotta kill. Alright, we got a stab that doesn't really do much here. I'm kind of debating if I want to just use Virtue now, but probably not. Alright. I mean, we're really only dealing 1 point at a time here. You really needed a Glissa to come out and stick. Ellis. You are definitely a thing I would like to kill, Mr. Ellis. I'm going to go and get rid of one of these. Just because the poison could end up mattering. Oh no, not on Wizard, on Zombie. Alright, they go to 10. They go to 9, back to 10. Alright. Didn't want to see that guy. Alright, you're not terrible under the circumstances. Obviously, still need to find another removal spell. They're at 7. Like, we would need removal spell for Channeler, still kill one of these so they don't gain life the next turn. Like, I can't imagine this goes well for us in any real scenario. Yep. Yeah, we just drew land the whole way anyway. It didn't matter. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of quick changes here. I think we're going to play cut downs instead of stabs. I don't think it's going to matter a ton, but I don't know. There's some cases. Actually, you know what? Let me just leave the stabs for a little bit longer, because I might be jumping the gun on those. But I feel like we do need some other things in like the 3-ish mana slot, and we haven't drawn, or 2 mana slot, I should say, and we haven't drawn Glissa really much yet. So I'm going to cut Big Glissa. I'm going to cut 1 Diagraph Ghoul. And as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to play 3 Deep Cavern Bats and just go to 61 cards. And we'll see how this works out. Gonna mulligan that. We don't have any, and this is only slightly better, but man, ugh. All right, we're gonna go here. All right, don't know what this deck is, but I've played a few things that start with Percussionist, so let's see. Reluctant Role Model. We probably would like to kill that if given the opportunity, so we'll take it. Sadly, I think I'm going to run the Death Baron out first. And a Caretaker's Talent. Okay, well, never mind. We found this. I was not expecting to see that, though. What deck plays Percussionist, Role Model, Caretaker's Talent? Maybe something is playing the doll maker shop? Because that would make sense. Attack, make a token, draw a card. I could see that being a thing. Okay. So now this is weird, because if they don't have removal for Nissa or for Glissa now, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We just attack. Like, if they get it, they get it. Sure. Go ahead and play this. Could have possibly played the Death Baron beforehand, but then they just double block or triple block, end up with an extra card. Though, here they do lose this card if they don't use it. But they are. And what are those other two? Okay, they're not important, apparently. Oh, man. Alright, we'll keep it, because we do at least have an early removal spell here. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was hoping we'd at least draw a creature off the top. And if opponent goes double Surveil land, like, whatever we play, we know isn't going to live, right? And we have nothing to follow up with till Liliana on turn 6. So this is not going well, to say the least. Alright, upside. If they do just play Day of Judgment here, we get 2 cards at least. So there's that. Or Brotherhood's End, or variety of other things. Trumpeting Carnus. Oh, so they're doing Reanimator shenanigans. Okay, well, I guess we'll look on the bright side. We're close to being able to play Nissa on time. I'm going to go ahead and get this dude back, though. Get to see Zulishur in action here. Reusing the graveyard. I mean, I will say this for Stab. It does have the upside of, like, if your opponent double or triple blocks or whatever, like, you know, you can kill something bigger, whereas you wouldn't be able to target some of the stuff with Cut Down. Hey, Deep Cavern Bat. We got a card that matters. We got 2 bats. And we can cast both of them. Fantastic. Oh, my God. Let's take Cruelty of Gix. Let's take Cruelty of Gix. Let's play Cavern on Zombie and attack. Okay. Wow. Alright, let's attack here. Just to see what type of removal spell they might have drawn or whatever here. Because they're probably going to get something back that... Exactly. That's what I would do. We get a card. Probably not going to be another bat, but that's okay. So now, even if they get a Traxa, they get Carnosaur. That's a little bit of a problem. No, they can't get it. It has to be Carnosaur. Traxa is still in their hand, obviously. Yeah, I think we just do this. Because worst case scenario, they get one of our creatures. We probably kill it. Then we just sack zombies. Oh, that's what they had instead. Well, that becomes a problem because now they have double Carnosaur. Which sucks. Man, they just ripped the Sunfall. That's gross. Yeah. That's brutal. Oh, they didn't just reanimate a thing? They went for our hand. Why, opponent? What? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we can still play this? I am completely dumbfounded about what just happened. I would have got a Carnosaur like instantly, right? Yeah, I'm going to take one of them. Yeah, now they just die to their own cruelty gigs because they lose 3 life. All right, cool. I wonder if maybe there was a concern that I was playing some other Planeswalker and maybe they wanted to clear the way first. I could see that maybe. And then try to get their stuff out. But I don't know, because I was playing 3 colors, so you may not be sure what I'm splashing. There's some argument there, I suppose. But yeah, either way, we'll take it. Those were some clutch bats, as it turns out. Oh, we can't keep this, right? I mean, we can't stab anything. All right, I'm going to keep it anyway. Let's see what happens. We can put one of these on bat, one on zombies, and we're still fine. All right, that's something. Cool. At least now we can kill an opposing bat if they have one. I would waste this on a bat. This also becomes that game of like, I know that I know, you know, whatever. So it's a little dumb, but go ahead and put this on zombie. Play this guy. Probably dies to their cut down. Oh, they do not have a cut down. However, they have bats of their own. They have an Aclazotz. They'll probably take our Glissa. I'm going to take this. Because I feel like they take Glissa, that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world, and we're just attacking with Unstoppable Slasher. Oh no, they're going to take the Slasher. Okay, cool. No attacks. Unfortunately, if we attack and lose the Deep Cavern Bat, their removal spell under there is better than ours. So we don't really want to play that game. Not till a much later turn. Or whenever we draw more threats. That would be very helpful. As it turns out. Alright, let's draw a card. See if we can find to go for a throw. Wow, that's awful. Man, we kept a rough hand. And this did not get even remotely better. And a Tiny Bones we have to deal with now. Oof. Yeah, attack us for 6. You know, though, this does become interesting if we block here, because they get this back, but then we would get to cast that first. I don't hate it. And we're not defending against anything on the Tiny Bones except for what would be a Deep Cavern Bat. So, like, yeah, I think I'm okay with that. It's not a great situation, mind you, but it's something. Especially when we're drawing like that. Jeez. See if we can find a removal spell or something here to go with, please. Another bat. Oh, you know what? That's actually acceptable. That's fine. So we can play this, which they know we have. Then we play the bat, take the removal spell. And now this isn't terrible. Because now if they attack, we get a little bit of life back. Like, yeah, this is some stuff going on here. Alright, we'll go ahead and let this die. We're not worried about that. My goodness. Yeah, I'll just... Why not? We'll gain one, lose one. Oh, that's actually kind of dangerous here, but it at least does something. Man, we have drawn so much mana. Actually, if they kill our Midnight Reaper, we're dead. I actually lost by playing the Midnight Reaper. Unless I draw exactly a removal for their Vlad. Because what happens is I'll lose life off the Reaper. Yeah, I think the opponent sees it too. Like, I have to block here. Otherwise, I lose 8, then they kill the Reaper, and we just die. So, it's kind of terrible, but it's kind of where we are. Oh, no, so we go to 1? Oh, no, we lose 2. Yeah, we were dead anyway. We didn't have an out. Oh, man, even going first, I think I want to mulligan that. I want at least a little bit of flexibility in what we can do. Feels like a little bit of risky business, but I'm going to put Ratadrabic back and hope we draw enough threats. And really that we're up against a creature deck that these other spells matter. Alright, well so far, they don't matter. Bandit's Talents. Sure, you can have that. And we'll go here. And I guess I'm going to be discarding something else here. Liliana.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Sure, that dude is duly sacrificed. Play that, play this. Pass. Man, this is exactly our luck, right? We kept the hand that had the creatures. Now, as it turns out, we wouldn't be able to cast Ratadrabic anyway, so that's cool. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're going to have to discard both of these, so it's fine. I can't imagine they're that in love with the 5 cards. They're definitely going to make us discard something.
Don't overthink things.
All right, come on. I was about to say, if nothing else, give us an untapped land, but this will kind of work. At least gets rid of Liliana for the time being.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
All right, we take 2. I was actually honestly just looking for another untapped land so we could attack with this Restless Cottage. That is not a bad card, though, if we're not going to get other things there. They're not going to block and lose a land. Oh, they'd have to pay an extra 1 anyway. They're not able to there. All right, let's go ahead and play this and kind of put the pressure on them. Now there's a lot of cards to deal with here. I think the issue is they're playing too many non-black lands. Yeah, that probably is what the problem was. Okay, this seems fine. Okay, we will go with good old Zulashur. All right, they're surveilling. Well, I guess we just do this on attack, right? I mean, can't assume there's any other play there. It's usually where you see the green overlord, but maybe they feel like they've got to remove something now. Get lost. Okay, we don't hate get lost. I'm trying to debate if I want to just do this and be ahead of removal, or are we worried? You know what? I'm going to do this in case they're also playing like Day of Judgment or something. I mean, we get roughly the same amount of damage on the next turn. I just have to decide if it's worth playing Midnight Reaper into like a Sunfall. But, I mean, kind of just have to say if they have it, they have it in some cases. I don't know if this is one of those cases. Oh my gosh, just so much land. And more land, my goodness. You know, maybe with all the lands we have, it might be worth something. I don't know. We're going to get a bunch of stuff exiled here, though, I imagine. We're definitely attacking, obviously. I'm just going to pass. I have to feel there's a Sunfall here. If there's not, well, it sucks to suck, but I don't know why. I'm just feeling like there is. Well, it's up the beanstalk. Well, if they don't have one, they might find one. All right, they have a ley line. This will take their whole turn, so that's good. I guess here's an interesting thing now, too, right? If we play the Reaper and they have a Sunfall, we can always kill it so they get a smaller creature and we still get a card out of it. And then we're set up with a Virtue. I mean, it's kind of convoluted, but, you know, it's something. And we'll just play this guy. End the turn. Oh, you have that, dude. Alright, well, some good news is we could try to kill Zulazur. So that's a thing. I mean, not Zulazur, but Zur. Yeah, we just take that here, I think. They do gain life, which is unfortunate, but because we held the cards we did, let's tap, tap. Use that there. Use that there. And then play this guy. I guess attack. I mean, if they have another one, they just have it. And just, you know, credit to the opponent. You got us. Also now, if they Sunfall, we get back Ratadrabic, which is kind of amusing. Oh, yet another one. Alright. Well, now we have to find, like, Terror or something or whatever. So, like, we're just up against it. Alright. Did we get there? We did not get there. Alright, well. I guess it's not quite GG's, but it's close. Oh, you know what? I'm a goofball. I should have just played what's-his-name out of the graveyard here. That would have been more valuable. Alright, well, we'll attack with this. End the turn. But yeah, giving everything Death Touch would have mattered. I mean, because their stuff has Death Touch as well, but... Oh, well, that would also be able to attack soon. Well, be able to block. Yeah, I played this game poorly, but this is a game where cut down would have been better than stab. So, something to keep in mind. Yep. Interesting, they're not attacking with Zur in here, but okay. I think we block. Because I don't believe keeping Gissa does any more than Zulashur does here. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. When we go to 3. Yeah, that's not quite what we're looking for. Ugh, man, just so many lands. Like, yeah, we're just giving it up. Like, I can't. All right, so we have stab, bat, but all right, sure. Gonna flash something in? No, they're gonna flash. Alright, not sure what that means. Oh, they're playing that. Okay, well, at least we have a Deep Cavern Bat to try to help. Usually this is just some variety of Reanimator shenanigans. Fortunately, they didn't hit anything worth getting back. So that's good. They did get a counter, which is annoying, obviously. But maybe we'll draw our Caverns of Souls or some such. I guess we have to take this, as much as I don't like it. Alright, they did find a Kiora. Nope, they're just going lockpick. Alright. Or pick lock, I should say, the other way around. Pass the turn. This is where I would really like to draw. Alright, here comes Kiora. I was going to say a Cavern of Souls. Any chance you have another tap land opponent so I can maybe get a chance to kill Kiora here? That'd be great. You're discarding more tap lands, so the answer is no, is what you're telling me. I mean, we still gotta try, right? Okay, well, they get her back next turn, so it's whatever, but just do what we can here. Prankster goes to work. Alright. Just Kiora's in the yard. I guess I could have waited to try to kill the Kiora on their turn, but with a couple of unknown cards, I didn't really know kind of how I wanted that to sit. So now we need to draw another removal spell to effectively... Obviously, we'd love to get rid of the Haughty Djinn, but either would be fine. Yeah, not blocking. Obviously, they're going to play the Picklock Prankster to be able to block the Slasher. Oh, they're not. Okay. We're just going to do some cheap Charter Coursing. That's a thing. Well, what do we do here? I mean, I guess, we're still attacking. I mean, what are the odds they're actually... See, this is the weird part, because I'm looking going like, what are the odds they're actually playing something that kills us? Yeah, we just attack, I guess. Okay, I was like, maybe they had a, what's it called? Elspeth Smite or some such, what I was thinking there. I've got 4 unknown cards and 5 mana, so a lot of things can happen here. And they're getting discounts from Haughty Djinn. Alright. I mean, they might be able to put enough in the yard here to just... Nope, they say they can't. Alright, cool. Well, that was an interesting finish, honestly. Because looking at their hand, I generally thought, like... Or at the board state, I thought there was a chance they were going to maybe be able to load up the graveyard there. Maybe come over the top with Anchorage, but I don't know. Ended up working out, I guess. This is a case where, you know, what we're talking about, Deep Cavern Bet ended up being the right call for this deck. So we need to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, we'll keep this. I almost hope they just play a tap land on one so we could go ahead and play Zulashur and then lead into Reaper and just see what happens. Oh, well, I would have done something different if I'd known you were going to show up, Diagraph Ghoul. Yeah, that's fine. I think next turn we could end up with a little bit of a changed play. Depending on what they do, we might go for the throat into a Diagraph Ghoul. But we'll see. Innkeeper's Talent with nothing to back it up yet. Interesting. Alright. I mean, I guess they'll put a... I mean, we have enough mana that even if that's warded, we should still be able to fight it. Unless... I was going to say, it's something that was 2 mana and they still had the protective spell. That would have sucked. But under the circumstances, this is fine. I could have attacked and given him an opportunity to block, but I didn't really want to here. And if they have enough Hydras, like, we just die to those in 2 turns. Those things get big really fast. Yep. And a land. Yep. And a counter. Yep. Oh, excellent. That was the best thing we could have drawn here. Yeah, we will pay for it. Now we don't have to worry about it, because we can attack with creature land plus zombies, and we're good here. Wow, our only 3 threats that we've had to hit the battlefield, and we have Giss up for later, but don't think we'll need it. Actually, hold up. Tennishoot Wild God makes 2 blockers? No, still not enough. Still not enough, because we have 4 attackers. Yeah, not really relevant. Oh, no, we don't have the other green. Cancel. Cancel. Danger. Yeah, in that case, we just attack with everything anyway. Like, they're at 6. Whatever. Wait, you're just... Okay, they're just giving up. Fair enough. That works, too. I actually thought they were going to block a 2, and then take 3, be it 3. I lose a life, draw a card. But they still would have had life and whatever. But I get it, too. If their hands just lands or something, you know, they probably felt like there weren't any more outs. Yeah, so... I'm at a crossroads kind of with this deck. Like, it actually does some powerful things. And it's pretty good. And when you get Liliana, obviously, like, things are great. The thing I'm looking at, though, is... I had some bad luck with it. And not because of the deck. I just had some games where, like, I drew tons of land or, you know, didn't draw any removal. So it's kind of hard to judge overall when you get multiples of... And it's just rough luck. That happens. But my thing is, you kind of need more early plays, right? Because if we're just not doing much till turn 3, especially in the matchups where your removal doesn't get to do anything, it feels kind of bad. So what I might suggest and I don't know how much I'm going to love this when I say it, but we cut the stabs, we play an additional bat, and then we play cut downs in their place. Because there are a couple of situations where you want to kill like a 2/3 or a 1/4, something, or an 0/4, token, where cut down is just the superior card sometimes. And we do have a way to give our stuff Death Touch with the Death Baron, so sometimes, and we have some things just have Death Touch on their own. We're talking about Glissa and then Unstoppable Slashers, so in some cases it doesn't even really matter, right, that they can block. So I think I would go there. Then there's a question of Ratadrabik, right? Ratadrabik is okay. We don't have a ton of legends, but we do have Zulashur, we have Gissa, we have Glissa. But we're not getting Gissa all that often, right? But I think we're playing Ratadrabik mostly just to say, all right, we're attacking with Death Touchers. They have Vigilance. You got to block something or they're just going to be here to block your stuff, right? And that's okay. And that gives us sometimes an opportunity to win those weird matchups against like token decks or whatever, because you can keep attacking and blocking and they don't really get the way of punch through, and that's pretty good. So it kind of earns its keep. I'm more concerned though with just the early part, the early game, I think is the thing I'm concerned about. Because even our 1-mana Deuter doesn't block. It just comes into play tap. So you have to just keep that in mind when playing the deck. But it actually is pretty cool. It does some really neat things. It has a good top end, right? And you do have some quirky tricks in there. You get to draw a lot of cards with the Midnight Reaper. So there's a lot I like here. I think it's fun. If you want to play zombies, this could be a way to go. But we did, manage to get several wins. You could rank up playing it. Like, it's totally cool. So, yeah, fun stuff. But we have 2 cut downs, 3 Diagraph Ghoul, 4 Deep Cavern Bat, 3 Go for the Throat, 2 Zulashur, 4 Death Baron, 3 Midnight Reaper, 3 Unstoppable Slasher, 3 Glissa, 2 Ratadrabik of Urborg, 2 Gissa, 2 Liliana, Dread Horde General, 3 Virtue Persistence, 7 Swamp, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Blooming Marsh, 2 Restless Cottage, 4 Cavern of Souls, 4 Secluded Courtyard. One other thing I want to point out too is that it's possible that you may want to cut a Gissa and play an extra either Midnight Reaper or Unstoppable Slasher. I think those are totally reasonable things. Slasher's just good enough in general, causes problems for the opponent. Matter of fact, I think I am going to do that. I'm going to cut 1 Gissa for an Unstoppable Slasher, because there's a lot of times like you're just stuck with Gissa in hand, or you need to do like 2 things in a turn to get caught up, and Slasher can at least help with that. Also, Slasher works well with Liliana because you can sacrifice those when you use her second ability. But yeah, if you're looking for more of these creature themed decks, be sure to check out the video we put up yesterday, which was really cool because it was Is It Pirates, and the new cards genuinely changed the way Pirates work. You need to check that out. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.